Collapsing ice shelves, shrinking rivers, extreme drought, and more wildfires. These are all signs that scientists point to about the existential crisis of climate change. The issue has sparked a wave of new movements, many led by younger generations. Miranda Whelehan is a climate activist who joins us now. Thank you for being here. What is the biggest threat in your view to our planet right now?
Hi, yeah, thank you so much for having me on. I think the biggest threat to our planet right now is our governments of the world, governments of countries like my own, the UK, and maybe like yours in the US, not taking serious action on the climate crisis.
And so what is the best alternative for fossil fuels?
Sure, yeah. So we're from a group called Just Stop Oil in the UK. We would say we need to transition now to renewables, but more than that, we need to transition to energy efficiency, which means, doing the most basic things like insulating our homes, giving people access to public transport. So we no longer have to see images like you're showing of people being forced to use cars all the time. We can provide people with alternatives, and our governments, the UK and the US, have more than enough money to do this, but they're failing to do that.
Of course, here in the US and in the UK too, that needs support from the constituents, right? That will cost money, taxpayer money. People are not always on board with it. I mean, it sounds great, but it's not always that simple, right? I mean, how do you propose we actually implement this and the governments actually implement all of these solutions?
Sure. I don't know completely the situation in the US in terms of this, but in the UK, we subsidize the oil industry completely and we give them tax cuts. So we give them £25 million every single day in the UK. And then basically we get none of that money back because we give them tax cuts completely. Whereas in countries such as in Norway, they completely tax those. Well, maybe not completely, but they tax those oil companies. They get millions back every single year, which they're then investing into their cleaner energy policies for the future, which I think we could very easily do in this country if we actually taxed the companies that are completely destroying the future.
And your focus obviously is in the UK because that's where you're from, but this is a global problem. It goes across every country, basically. What are practical steps that all of us as individuals, everyday people can take?
I think there's lots of things, individuals can do to reduce their impacts on the climate crisis. But I think the main thing is to come together and to put pressure on, the government or your local people in local positions of power and to push for change. I've seen in the US, you've got a group called Declare Emergency that's going on in Washington right now. People are coming together to say, enough of this. We need to stop fossil fuels. We need to be transitioning to a greener future and we need a just future. And I think, I would say to your listeners, think about things that you want, a future that you want away from, these industries that are causing absolute destruction to our planet, and come together, organize and come up with things that you would like to do, push for change. And if you can take action like this, take direct action, because we can create a better future if we come together now, because time is very, very rapidly running out to stop the worst impacts of climate change.
And we're looking at the pictures of your group, these activists. And of course, this is a pretty radical approach. It's not legal. Oftentimes, it's disrupted people's lives. I know you've received a lot of backlash for it, but why do you feel like you need to take these pretty aggressive steps to sound the alarm and get more people to act?
Because I think like what you were saying at the start, all the scientists are telling us, and not even just the scientists, it's happening right in front of our eyes. You were just talking about flooding that's going on, last year in Canada, things that were happening in Australia and Madagascar and Ethiopia right now. They're seeing the worst effects of climate change, and scientists are telling us if we do not stop it right now, if we do not stop fossil fuels, it's going to be out of our hands. It's going to, physics is going to take control and it's going to run away, and we are not going to be able to control it anymore. And we have to stop it now. And, we have to ask ourselves, why is our government allowing for industries like this to keep going? It's because it benefits them and it's because they make money. And, money is not going to get us anywhere on a dead and unlivable planet. So right now we have to take big steps like this and not everyone can take action like this, and I appreciate that. There's many other things that people can do, but if you can, I would urge people, we've got to listen to the science. We have to take drastic action now. And I think it's worth it if our children and grandchildren and future generations get a livable planet.
All right. Well, Miranda, thank you for joining us tonight. Appreciate having you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.